Hey guys, I know I haven't been on for a minute. God, my hair looks horrible. I come down with a cold on Sunday, and I rarely get a cold or a stomach flu. So yeah, um, so I've been sick since Sunday. So my voice sounds weird. I look like shit. I've been very busy. This is my catering season usually, and it's our Halloween parties coming up, and my garage looks like a damn tornado went through it. I've got archways in here I'm decorating. I've got hearts I'm painting. I mean, it's just crazy. Getting ready for our holiday party, the 28th of October on a Saturday night at Pitt's. Our theme is everybody's mad in here. Everyone's mad here. It's the Alice in Wonderland theme, so you can only imagine the decorations I'm working on. Um, I want you guys to know that October is a very high vibrational month. Not for what most people would say. Um, this people in these pagan, I'm not putting pagans down, but people always assuming that every holiday is a pagan holiday. The holidays are what you think they are. Whatever them holidays mean to you is what it means to you. Don't let somebody put their own twist on it, okay? Just whatever it feels like for you in here, that's what you go with. You don't have to always believe or disbelieve what everybody else thinks, but be open-minded to what everybody else thinks because it helps you be open-minded in a whole. So, because the holidays are coming up, we've got Halloween, then we go right into Thanksgiving, then right into Christmas and New Year's and then Valentine's Day. So like in 5 months, we have all the good holidays, all squished every month. So because of that, our energy levels are high. And when our energy levels are high, our loved ones tend to come down. Well, I don't want to say come down. Show you more signs and symbols or dreams or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And when I say our loved ones are closer than we could ever imagine, I'm talking close. And I'm sure you guys have probably gone down that rabbit hole of the UFOs and all that stuff. Now, don't be afraid of that, okay? Don't be afraid. There's no reason to be afraid. First of all, I'm not going to sit here and say they're planetary, how would you say that? Planetary UFOs or people from other planets, because UFOs could also be interdimensional. So when I say your loved ones are a lot closer to you than you even realize, like right here, you just can't see them. I'm talking more of maybe in interdimensional, so to speak. Like heaven is only a couple steps from us. All right, put it that way. So what I want to point out is with our vibrations being so high during these holiday seasons, we're able to connect a lot closer to our loved ones than other months of the year. Because whether you're stressed out because, Christmas is around the corner and oh shit, here I got to come up with money to buy grandkids and kids gifts or whatever, I know it's a fun time, a holiday for the kids and stuff. I mean, it's not fun for our wallets and pockets, but but it's not all about that. It's all about getting together and having fun and sharing memories and making memories, right? So what I want to say to you guys is something that has bugged me because I have come across website or Facebook posts, I've come across YouTube videos, I've come across TikToks that are telling people to believe this way or that way. How I utilize my belief system is different than how you utilize yours, right? You might not always believe in the same things I believe in and vice versa, but that's okay. Don't diss somebody's way they believe, whether it's in God or UFOs or this or that. Be open-minded to all possibilities. And the reason why I say that is you can listen to somebody's story about an experience they had. You might not believe it. Your ego might not believe it. And that's okay. But be open-minded to that story they tell, even if it does seem far-fetched sometimes. The reason why I say to be open to other people's beliefs, whether it's religion or, like I said, UFOs or whatever, be open-minded. Because when you're open-minded about it, is very possible that could have happened. So be open-minded to it. For the reason is when you are more open-minded and you don't diss the way everybody believes or other people believe, it tends to open up more of your spiritualness, I guess you would say, or opens up your soul a little more and you're kind of more open. So then your brain's like, oh, okay, they're being understanding about this. Let's go ahead and give them some more. You know what I'm saying? So some of them questions that you ask, are UFOs real? Is God real? Is heaven real? Do I have abilities? You're opening up for more information to come to you, whether it's in signs or symbols or dreams or what have you, or fortunate things happening to you. Can happen too, once you're more open to all possibilities. So just always be open-minded about everything in life. What stops you and hinders you from being open-minded about things is your ego. It's the things that have been drilled in your head since you were a kid. There's no such thing as ghosts. There's a heaven and a hell. One's up, one's down. Catholics are right. Baptists are wrong. Jews are right. Muslims are wrong. I mean, don't look at it like that. Think of it all as one giant learning experience and be more understanding and kind of take in some of their beliefs, because when you're able to do that, you're able to expand your consciousness or your mind or your gifts to open up more to all possibilities. And when your spirit guides or whatever, angels, whatever, see that you're more open to the possibilities of more things, they tend to give you more information. More information and start letting you see things that you might have never believed in before, right? Okay. So also it's like that, how would you say, like, you know how two people can be at, we'll say, a car accident, standing on the street. They both witness a car accident. Yet in this police report for John Doe, he says, no, the car was blue. The guy driving ran a red light. And Jane Doe says, no, the car was black. And the guy ran through a yellow light. So it's the other person's fault. Two people can see the same scenario happen right in front of them, but have two different accounts of it. Because the way their ego perceives it is different based on their own life experiences in the past, or maybe by things that have happened to them. So the way they perceive things happening in front of them, maybe the same identical situation, but they see it two different ways. So if you keep your mind open to all possibilities, then you're also open to the fact that this could happen and this could happen and that could happen. So just remember that, because we have not even begun to hit the tip of the iceberg when it comes to our brain and our energies capabilities. And so when you become more open-minded, you are more understanding about everybody's belief system. They realize you're ready for the next step. They realize, okay, now that they are open to all possibilities, we're going to give them some signs or symbols, or we're going to let them have a dream about God or angels or their loved ones, or we're going to let them see this way. It's our ego that gets in the way of us seeing that all possibilities can happen, or seeing things in a different light, so to speak. So don't always dismiss what someone might say. And yes, grant you, there's people out there that tell some very tall tales, but in them very tall tales is an inkling of truth often. So just be open-minded when you listen, and you can make a judgment for yourself if you think this person's a damn liar or they're telling the truth, but be open-minded to their story, because usually there is an inkling of truth in there. But when you're open to all possibilities, or that, yeah, that probably could have happened, you're opening your mind for your loved ones, your guides, your angels to give you more information. So I want to share with you something. So 3 years ago, I think it was 3 years ago, somehow, some way, I ended up on this Facebook post, and it's not even from here. I don't even know. I'm sure the stars just aligned just right or whatever. What happened was a guy had posted a picture, and there was hundreds of comments. He wanted to know if anybody could see anything in this picture, right? I can't even remember what the picture looked like. Couldn't tell you. All I know is hundreds of people were commenting. I knew, Charity, don't do this because maybe you always have self-doubt. That's your ego that gives you self-doubt. Remember that. Oh, I can't do that. That's your ego talking. Don't listen to your ego sometimes because your ego is that fight or flight bullshit. So just move your ego away, okay? So I have self-doubt too because my ego sometimes is a pisser. So what happened was this guy that don't even live nowhere around here, I found out the other day, he lives clear on the other side of the United States. He posted a picture 3 years ago on some group site or something. Somehow it popped up on my Facebook. I don't know how because I was not a member at that time. I thought I'm going to put my 2 cents in here. I've got to because I hear preacher man, right? So I just in the comments, amongst all the hundreds of other people or thousands or whatever commenting on it, I posted preacher man, I see a preacher man in the Bible, he's in a suit, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, I don't want to say any more on here, but you can private message me because I see other things that are personal to you. That man messaged me back and said, you are correct. So then I told him about his job. He just started a new job. I also told him I just felt like he moved far away from somewhere to a new location, kind of, and was doing this new job and not to feel guilty. And the preacher man with the Bible, I seen in a nice sharp suit, was actually a preacher man. And I'm pretty sure, I can't remember quite because it's been so long ago, but it was either his father or his grandfather that was the preacher man. And he always wondered if his grandpa was upset with him because he recently had moved far away from where he was, his hometown, to another location, and he took on this other job. So I just went with my gut. Even though my ego's like, oh, you're probably going to be wrong. I just said, get the hell out of my way. I'm just going to put what I feel. So push that damn ego out of the way. Sometimes it tries to control your fight or flight response instead of going with what you feel is right, okay? So what was exciting was, so I gave him this whole big old long paragraph of everything I was seeing, and he told me I was right, blah, blah, blah. That was like 3 years ago. September 29th, this past September 29th, I get a message from him. And he says, hey, I want to know if you would do a reading for me. I would like to talk to you on the phone. I'll pay you whatever. And I responded back. I said, I'm a little rusty because I haven't been doing very many readings. And I said, but I will do a reading for you. We'll just go with the flow and see what happens, but I don't want paid. I said, what I want you to do is I want you to pay it forward. So do a good deed for someone. That is payment enough for me. And that is the God's honest truth. I don't care if this guy offered me $1,000. That's not what I needed. That's not what I want. I do this because I want to help people heal. I want to help people move forward in their life after a tragedy, or possibly to help them take that first initial step to a whole new, maybe job or career or something fantastic that could happen to them, that they need to be on that path, right? Okay, so he reached out to me and told me all this stuff. So instantly, as he's talking, I'm like, well, I can't do it right now. I got a busy schedule. And I started getting information. So I started writing down all this information I was getting for him. I heard a song in my head. Didn't even know who sang this song. So I started writing down all this information. And I knew what he wanted. I mean, I kind of knew where he was going, I think, because I started picking up some relationship stuff. Another new job besides the old job he had that he picked up. I mean, I started picking up all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to talk to this man Friday. But what he told me made me realize that my stupid ego needs to shut the hell up and let my spiritual side speak, because he messaged me, remembered me for 3 freaking years, people. 3 years. And I am across the United States from this man. He remembered me because of what I said, and I said it from the heart. He said that out of all those people that made comments, I was spot on. And I was truthful. And he wholeheartedly trusted me. So he wanted me to do another reading for him. because he wants to see where his life is now and people around, that kind of thing. So I said I would. And that makes me feel amazing that out of all the hundreds or thousands of comments he got about one little photo, that he responded to me and told me what I was saying was true, and then finds me 3 years later. And when I'm talking thousands of miles away from me. So this Friday, I'm going to do a phone call with him and see what I get. And I told him I'm not promising you anything because my stupid ego is telling me to say that. But I just want to see where it goes. I think I'm going to be okay. I know I'm going to tell my ego to get the hell out of here while I'm doing this, because this guy's got some really good vibe and energy that instantly, it doesn't matter if he's 3,000 miles away or on the other side of the world, I can pick it up. Boom, boom, boom. So I am asking for my spirit guides, my loved ones, my angels, and my ancestors to be there that day to help me help this man. But I want you to know that things like that mean the world to me, because it just lets me know I'm on the right path, that I wasn't, that I meant so, that what I said from his loved ones meant so much to him that 3 years later, he's contacting me again. That feels amazing. I don't know this man from Adam, never met him in person, couldn't even tell you what he looked like. No clue. That's what life's about. When you leave this earth and your time has come, do you want to be known for the money you had? Or do you want to be known for the difference you made in this world or to someone? I think I want to be known for making a difference in someone's life or numerous people's lives. I could give two shits about the money. So remember that. It's nice to have money and know your bills are paid and have those things you want, but it does not make the world go round. And it does not change other people's lives. What changes their life is how you treat them, how you're understanding, non-judgmental, and how you do something for someone that causes a ripple effect. I'm talking, I asked him to do a good deed in payment of my service. So when he goes and does that good deed, how do we not know the person he did the good deed for doesn't pay it forward too? See? That's what I'm talking about. That is worth more than any amount of money to me. Yeah, $1 million would be nice. But since I know I'm probably never going to get there, I'll take the good deeds. But just know that be open-minded of all possibilities, because when you are and you speak from the heart and speak your truth also, people are listening and paying attention. And it's also expanding their thinking and their knowledge, because we all need to learn how to be open-minded and not so closed up and secretive and hateful and rude and not giving people the time of day. You know what I'm saying? And it's important that we share our opinions and how we think, because it opens our minds up to all possibilities. And when we open up to all possibilities, we see the more humane way to treat others. And we need more of that, especially after seeing all the stuff that's going on across the world. It breaks my heart. It makes me sick. And it's all based on what? Is it based on religion? Is it based on land? First of all, none of this land belongs to any one of us. Even though you paid for it, maybe. It doesn't belong to you. It's God's earth. It's God's place. It's not ours. Did he say we were supposed to be paying money for land? I mean, I don't think that was anywhere in the Bible, I'm sure. If people would be more humane and a community, things would be so much nicer in this world, wouldn't they? Well, I just wanted to share them little stories with you. And yeah, hopefully I get to feeling better. And I could do some videos or something as soon as I get some of these decorations done or whatever. I just wanted to stop by because I've seen so many negative things online again. I've heard so many people be so shitty to other people, no matter where I go. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Oh, sorry, God. Sorry, God. Sorry, people. I'm just thinking to myself, like, do you really have to be that fucking hateful to somebody? Do you have to constantly roll your eyes at somebody just because you may not like them or care for them as a person? Do you have to be that way? Because you being that way is taking you down a bad path. It's taking you down a nasty path. And you're part of that problem in the world. So don't be part of the problem, be part of the solution. And remember, you can do anything you put your mind to and knock that ego out of the way. Because that ego can be a bitch sometimes, I'm telling you. But you can do anything you set your mind and a heart to, you can do it. You can do it. All possibilities are open and accessible. All right, guys. Believe, 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 and always believe in yourself. God knows I believe in you all. And I always want to say thank you, because even though I'm not a huge phenomenon or I'm not this huge famous psychic medium, I am very thankful for what people do follow me, because at one point in time, I thought I was going crazy. But then when I started realizing things were connected, I realized I wasn't crazy. I was just opening up to all possibilities. And when I let that open, that gate flood, more info came, loved ones showed up. So it's just that we need to be more heartful instead of heartless. All right. Believe, believe, believe. Always believe in yourself. And like I said, I always believe in you guys. Bye. Have a good night.